What up? I have had one hell of a couple of last days. Where to start? The load I'm on right now, I'm at the receiver. A little late getting here, so that now I gotta wait till 7:30, which is about an hour away to go and try to get. Then I gotta wait for a door, and then I gotta wait to get unloaded, and then I get to move on to my next load, which is due to pick up tomorrow. It's due to pick up at 11 in the morning tomorrow. I'm about 2.5 hours away. The only problem I think I'm gonna have is parking. I don't know if I'm gonna find a parking spot, but well, that late, especially in Laredo, so I'll probably have to park like an hour outside of where I'll be at, or maybe half an hour, I don't know. But yeah, my truck's missing part of its bumper. Let me explain that. I picked this load up, and then it was due like 2 days out, but it was only like 550 to 600 miles away. They wanted me to take the route through Dallas, but I was like, fuck that. I'm going to take a route through Houston, stop at home, take a 34 at the house, and then finish the load when I get done with my 34. So I get home, I get to the Houston yard, and I drop this trailer, keep my meat lock on it, because I'm like, I don't want anybody fucking with it, so I'll just pick it up, and I got the key and everything. I'll just do it whenever I get back, take it all off and shit, and then that's it. So I dropped the trailer, and then I bobtail to the house. Now there's a lot of like no through truck signs all throughout the place where I live at, so like people were just staring at me like crazy because of how big my truck is, and I'm just driving. Well, anyways, I had my wife move all the cars over to the right hand side of the driveway so that I could park on the left. That way she's not stepping in mud or anything if we need to get into the van or whatever to leave. So I go to park in the driveway, and I swing it a little wide and get into the grass. Well, it's been raining a couple days, so I immediately sink. Now just know that the 2022 Peterbilt just bobtails like 8.5 tons. So just sunk into the ground. Then of course, since it was just the driver's side tire, steer tire, so mud all up in the fucking wheel well and on all the fucking parts and shit down there. And as I'm trying to pull myself out of it, I'm just digging myself deeper into this hole. So having done that, right, fucked myself out of that, I run over two of the, you know, there's where the water meters are at. Yeah, the concrete that holds them in place, I ran that over with the truck. So I smashed both of those. So now I got to get with the city, fucking where I live at, to get that squared away. That's going to be probably about $100 to replace those concretes. Luckily, I didn't fuck the meters up, and it wasn't like leaking water or anything. Not like we needed any more help with fucking flooding in our area, because when it rains, we just got a water collection all around the house. No irrigation system whatsoever. So yeah, I get stuck in the mud to the point where I'm so stuck in the mud that I have no traction on the back tires. I can't back out. My tires just spin. Even if I lock the differential, now just more tires spin. By the time I know it, I'm dug in so deep that I can see that my bumper is starting to bend, and I know like once I get pulled out, it's gonna rip off. Luckily, the Peterbilts have a 3-part front bumper, so like I only tore off the driver's side portion of it. The plastic is broken, but I saved the fiberglass piece that would have to get like primed and painted, so I probably saved myself a little bit of money by taking that part. So when I get my neighbor across the street, he has a Freightliner as well, but it's more like a work truck, and I got him to pull me out, and as he pulled me out, I could just hear the plastic on the front end of the truck just breaking off. But I was just glad to be out of the hole, and I was like, I'll just worry about it later. So I get parked into the fucking driveway, and you know, my neighbor goes home, and you know, I take off the broken part of the bumper. The centerpiece and the left side on the passenger side is fine, so the sensor's good and everything. Yeah, so that happened. Now there's mud all over that side of my truck, on the wheel, like it's just caked on. So I didn't even think about it, but yeah, I let a day pass, so like what I couldn't get off with my just basic water hose just kind of caked on and stayed there and got hard, you know. So I get in the truck this morning so I can leave to go pick up the trailer so I can make this load on time. And at 45 miles an hour, the truck starts to fucking rock. You know, the steering wheel starts to rock real hard. And I didn't even think about it, but the mud that got kicked onto that tire was like a bunch of weights. And it's not like ounces of weight that's on this tire. It's fucking pounds, because it's big ass tire. It's the size of a small car, basically. These fucking tires are huge. So I got all this weight on it from there, and I go to like 3 different service stations to try to get my tires balanced, because I thought that was a problem. That's what Road Rescues recommended before they found out what actually happened. And I told them what had happened, and they're like, dude, I wish I would have asked you earlier, but the weight on your tire is probably the reason why it's doing that, is because you got, you know, a bunch of mud caked on there. So go to a truck washing place and get that shit washed. I pay $80 to get penny washed, and also get like a front axle cleaning and an engine cleaning. So as soon as I got that done, I was able to, I started driving immediately after that to get to the yard. And yeah, no more shaking at all. So we're good there, right? I go to the yard, pick up the load, and I start driving here. Granted, I'm still 3 hours away from here, so I got 4 hours and 46 minutes left on my clock. If I play it right, I can get to Laredo today. That way I can just pick that load up and get, I got a big fucking load. I got a big ass load going to Pennsylvania, Allentown, Pennsylvania. 1,800 miles with the deadhead is 2,000 miles. Oh my God, I'm so happy. So, and it's due on the 11th, so I'm gonna drive my fucking ass off. As soon as I get when I get dispatched on it, I'll be able to pre-plan better. But it's a good load. But yeah, that's kind of fucked me up today, man. I'm driving, looking all ghetto and shit. But luckily, you know, the steering control, the steering box, and you know, the castle nuts, everything's still fine down there. And I got her washed, so you know, and I had to go to the yard, so the whole bottom half of my truck's fucking dirty again. But you know, I think I get like 1 wash a month where, you know, I can do that and write it off, you know, because I want to remain professional. It's for the business, for the truck. I don't want Penny looking all dirty and shit. But yeah, so dealing with that shit. Then of course I'm late here, so I gotta wait till 7:30 now to go get to the door, and that means it's gonna be almost 3 hours to get me into Laredo to pick this load up by 11 tomorrow. So I don't know, man. Hopefully it doesn't take them long to unload me, because the longer it takes me to shut down, the longer it's gonna take before I can fucking leave. So, but yeah, so I bring the truck home, and then my neighbor across the street, like, he's a fucking asshole. He was like, hey man, is that thing gonna be parked here forever? You know, like, he's talking about my truck, and I was like, nah man, I'm only here for a day, you know. Oh, he's like, oh man, that's great, you know, I don't want to have to look at it. I was like, well, if you don't want to fucking look at it, you can just keep your eyes closed. I can't stand this shit. And then he was like, oh, like, he couldn't believe that I fucking said that to him. I was like, bitch, mind your fucking business. If you don't like what the fuck you say, fuck off. Who the fuck are you, dude? I don't give a shit how long you've lived here. I don't give a shit if you want to see it or not. What bothers you doesn't fucking, I don't give a shit. And right now, I definitely don't fucking give a shit. If you were like nicer, you're like, hey man, what's up? I see your truck driver, thanks for delivering my fucking food so I can feed my fat ass wife. You know, like, but he goes around driving this big ass jacked up fucking F-250. It's like, it's not much different, bro. You know, I just weigh like, you know, 6 more tons than you do. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you and your stupid fucking asshole-ish assholeness, motherfucker. So yeah, anyways, that hasn't really been eating me up until I just start talking about it again. But I'm tired, exhausted, like mentally and emotionally. Like, I've had a rough day, man. It's been rough. But despite all that, you know, I got like a 1,200 mile load taken away from me, and they traded me out for an 1,800 mile load, which I'm not even gonna complain. I don't even care that I'm going to Pennsylvania, because I got a good truck. So my miles per gallon is gonna be badass, you know what I mean? Probably be like I-20 all the way up. We'll see, man. But I-10, I was at a 9.4 with 40,000 pounds. And of course I'm going to US Cold Storage, so that's most likely gonna be a fucking meat load. Let me see. So they're probably gonna load me down. They usually load me down pretty good. Like, most of the time, I'm scared that I gotta get reworked because they load me down so much. So it's just frozen foodstuffs. It's not actually it's not actually meat. But yeah, it's the American Coal Storage in Laredo. 1,826 loaded miles, 174 empty miles, man. That's 2,000 fucking miles. So I'm not even mad about that. I'll probably have to T-call this because the 11th is what? What's today? The 6th? Tomorrow's the 7th. Then I got 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 4 fucking days to get 2,000 miles. I'm gonna have to drive my ass off, but I got a fresh clock. I just took a 34. Yeah, hopefully should be really good. Be easy. And maybe I'll get lucky with some parking tonight. We'll see. But Laredo's usually pretty fucked up. Anyways, remember, gents, ladies, love it, hate the fucking radio. Take care, and I'll see y'all another time.